Blammin RC. We back in the repair shop. Today we're working on the Rlaarlo XTS F10. If you've seen my original unboxing of this car, this particular tail light popped out just off of me jumping a ramp. It wasn't on camera, but this just popped off as soon as the car landed off of maybe like a small little jump. So I kind of felt like it was already damaged when it got shipped to me. So I went ahead and ordered some parts. I don't know, I'm kind of OCD. I like my cars to kind of be in original running shape. Like, I don't like to have them stored broken, you know. I like my cars to be in tip-top shape. So I ordered the parts. So I got all these wires and wiring harnesses and whatnot. And I'm gonna attempt to put these lights back in here. As you can see, it's very meticulously done. And actually, the two rear lights are connected. So you can't just change one. It's the right and left tail lights on one wire. So this one is broken. I'm actually gonna have to change both. So I took out all the screws here, and come to find out it's a bolt right behind the spoiler screws. So I can't even take this out until I remove this spoiler. So I usually do pretty good, you know, with hands-on with hardware repairs. But today I'm diving into a different category with the electrical. So we're gonna see if I can get this done. I can take this stuff apart, but I'm gonna try to rewire it properly and see if I can get these tail lights working again. Blammin RC, there's nothing we can do. That's the wing. That's the screw that was hiding beneath it. We take that screw off, and this housing will come out. Luckily, this side, the driver's side, is still intact. These parts I will have to reassemble the lights. I can actually take this one apart and still reuse it. All I really need is the new housing and these lights, because I did lose those lights. I didn't lose them, but they became unsoldered, unwelded. These are the 4 little screws. This came from the right side. Rear tail light. Don't want to lose those or I'm screwed. So these are the 2 new housings from the spare parts I ordered. Rlaarlo managed to get this right. They have them labeled. You can see the L and the R. Makes it less of a challenge for me, so I'm just gonna bolt on the right one. It's the one we need. And this will be a spare part in case the left side gets damaged in the future. All right, so I ran into my first hiccup. So this housing is pretty much enclosed. It won't come off. This screw almost stripped out on me. And luckily I was able to get the housing out, because where it was bolted to the frame, it wasn't bolted as tight as this one. Somebody got a little too happy with the Loctite. This screw was even super tight to get out, but I managed to get it out. But this one for sure is stripped, so I'm gonna have to put some pressure on it, try a different technique, maybe heat up the screw or something and see if I can get it out. Let me see. I feel like I got it loosened, so it's loosened, so we do have hope. But I almost ran into a fork in the road with that one. All right, I just want to show you how I'm getting this down on this last housing. The RC guys kicked in and took the wheel because this screw is completely stripped out and I had to think fast. it was hanging out about 1/4 of an inch. So what I did was I took the pliers and just started unwinding it by hand, and we got it about right there. I've been working at this for about 3 or 4 minutes. This thing is like, it's completely just in here, jammed tight. It's just like, it wouldn't come out with the Allen. Even using the pliers is a job. So we got it halfway or just about out. So, man, it was almost over. I was about to break this housing, similar to how this one naturally broke. I don't know how I was gonna do it, but thankfully we'll be able to save this housing and just get this thing rewired up with the new lights and pop the screws back in, see how it goes from there. This is a serious project right here. Just wasn't a quick fix like I wish it would have been. Once you tackle these kind of projects with your cars, it's pretty much limitless what you can fix. Man, I'm in here sweating. That was a doozy. Thank God for these pliers, man. Look at all that Loctite on there. That thing damn near didn't come off. I almost gave up. Took a break, but I didn't. There you have it. I won't put no Loctite on these. I'm gonna just screw them in. This is tricky work right here. So now on the working tail light, I have to unscrew this part, which is essentially that, and then pretty much unwire it. We'll be good to go. Unwire that and move to the next phase, which is probably figuring out this wiring system, which doesn't look pretty technical now that I see. It's a 2-way light with 1 plug. So I got one of these included in the light set, and I didn't know what the heck it was. And now I see it's pretty much an extension for the headlights. See that? It's all coming together now. I'm not gonna lie, you gotta be kind of intelligent to do this kind of work, because you gotta remember how it all goes back together and everything. So we got this broken wire, left tail light, right tail light, out. Now we're gonna install the new one. I just plugged in the lights and they are working. Just had a blooper reel where I whiskey throttled it and the car completely jumped off the table and hit that speaker down there, knocked it over. But we're back. Hopefully I didn't damage anything. We got our little tailpipe like effect. I guess that's like the flare, fire effect coming from the tailpipe. So that was also damaged in the wreckage. And now that comes with this light. So that's pretty cool. You get a 3-in-1. We got the new light plugged in, working with the old light fixture screwed into this housing. I'm showing you guys how to do this. This is my first time ever doing something like this, and I pride myself on not sending my cars to the RC car shop just based on the fact that it's $50 an hour. And I mean, I can't imagine spending that kind of money on something that I could have did myself. Even though it may be challenging, something like this, they probably would have charged me a few $100s, to be honest with you. It would have dang near been either the price of the car or half the price of the car, and I don't want to do that, you know? This may be like a hour, 2-hour job for me, but at least I get to save a few $100s. Boom, got one in there. So this next one should be a breeze. So all we gotta do is take these lights out by unscrewing that bolt, and because the wires became unsoldered. And then this housing here is actually usable. So I'm gonna have 2 housings left over from the new spare parts. This is the original from the car. I just took out these bits that actually broke off of this piece, which we aren't. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to use this piece. I have to rebuild this piece now that I look at it. Doesn't have anything to bolt onto. So we're good on that, and we're gonna swap the plastics off of this one and add it to this one. As you see, the mounting parts on the new one completely broken off of this old one, so I won't be able to bolt that on. So that's why we're gonna swap it out for that one. All right, y'all, so the repairs are done. We got the 2 tail lights in. The only last step is to mount the spoiler back. Y'all gonna see how it go. Whichever way it go. Like that, yeah. There you have it, y'all. Got the tail lights back running, bolted in. We got turn signals working, both turn signals. I know some people don't like turn signals on their RC cars. Doesn't really bother me. But the little tailpipe feature isn't working properly. I must say, the aftermarket or replacement parts have it keyed in to turn on in reverse. And originally it will work while you're accelerating. So that's one takeaway. It's looking good. Haven't driven this car in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks. This is a fairly new car. Right now I have the high beams on. So you guys see how it looks on low beam. So that's low beam mode. High beams. So yeah. That's gonna conclude our video. Another successful repair job. This has been the Rlaarlo XTS F10. We just repaired the tail lights, the wiring harness, as you've seen. We're gonna get up out of here. This has been Blammin RC. Make sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment. You know, hopefully this video helps a lot of you out. Let you know it can be done. I appreciate everyone for watching. I'm gonna sign up out of here. I'm gone.